Hey, Patrick with the Kentucky Gun Company, and today we're going to do a review on the brand new Mossberg Shockwave. Let me show you a couple of features and then I want to explain some more in-depth details about this gun that's probably going to surprise you. First thing to note is Mossberg has installed the Shockwave Raptor bird's head pistol grip, and they say it's designed to reduce the felt recoil on a shotgun when holding it in such a position. It's 2 3/4, 3 inch, which you guys are pretty familiar with the Mossberg 500 and 590 setups. This is actually more based on the 590. It's got your twin action bars, just a beefy gun overall. Of course, this is 12 gauge only right now. Possibly 20 gauge might be coming in the future. With the success of this, we're already seeing ginormous interest, a lot of orders on these. Every time we get a batch in, they instantly sell out. It's also a drilled and tap. Should you want to put a base on there, throw a red dot on there, that'd be pretty neat. It comes with the bead sight, and this is a 14-inch barrel, which most of you guys are saying, hey, wait a minute, this is a short barrel shotgun or any other weapon classified under a class 3. That's not the case, and I'll explain it for you here in a second. 26.5 inch overall length. It's got a little strap built in on the pump. Comes with the swing swivel mount right here on the front. Nothing on the rear. I guess is maybe if you just wanted to do some type of 1-point sling on the front, I guess you could. Top mounted safety, which you guys are mostly familiar with on all the Mossberg shotguns. Makes it great for lefties too. But let's explain something a little bit further as far as the misconception of this could be a short barrel shotgun or this is a AOW, for those of you guys who are familiar with the class 3 stuff. All right, according to ATF definition, a shotgun is a device that is designed to be fired from the shoulder. Obviously, this comes with a pistol grip. No stock is included whatsoever. Therefore, it's not classified as a shotgun. Also, according to ATF definition, the AOW or any other weapon cannot be longer than 26 inches. This happens to be 26.5 inches, so it falls outside of the shotgun parameters. It falls outside of the AOW parameters, and therefore no tax stamp is needed. They just simply are classifying this as a firearm. And keep in mind, since this is not a shotgun, therefore it cannot be transferred to people 18 and over. It actually has to be transferred to persons 21 and over because it's a pistol grip shotgun. Let's talk about the capacity too. The capacity is something pretty neat. So as you got a 5+1 capacity with your standard 2 3/4 shells. Keep in mind this is 3-inch capable. I don't know why you'd want to fire 3-inch shells out of this, but if you like the punishment, it's doable. But here's some shells that most of you guys know about by now. These are the Aguila Mini slugs. They also have a Aguila Mini bird shot. But with the Aguila in there, it'll hold 8+1. And we're going to test both these out at the range. We're going to see how they feel as far as recoil, how accurate you can be with this type of gun. Let's go fire it and check it out. Okay, we got 6 shots in here. We're just using some 7.5-inch bird shot. It's low brass. We're just going to fire this from the hip for the first 6 and see what happens. All 6. It's actually pretty controllable. That's not bad at all. I'm gonna do another 6 just to see if I can aim it up here and see if I get any better hits on paper. But we had a target at 7 yards there. You can see where all the bird shot hit, and the little holes in the paper. That's from where the wad just hadn't opened up yet there. But 7 yards is a pretty it's pretty standard self-defense range, especially for in the house. Most people don't have hallways longer than 7 yards. Let's do another 6. Let's see what it does. Our range officer is going to love all these shotgun shells out here. He hates sorting shotgun shells through brass, but oh well. All right, another 6+1. I'm going to try to see if I can aim it down the top of the receiver towards the barrel at the front, the bead on the front, see what happens. All empty. It's controllable even in that method too. If you start going to the high brass or maybe a little bit more of a defensive load, I'd be cautious of maybe that thing coming back and hitting you in your nose, hitting you in your face. You got to have a pretty good grip on it. But if you're maybe weak-wristed, this is probably not something you want to aim up here at the top, or if you have low muscles in your arms. that wouldn't be the way to do it. So now we're going to try these little mini shells. So this should hold 8+1 for a total of 9 capacity. And we're actually going to use the slugs today. Like I said, keep in mind they do make these in a birdshot. I don't think they make it in a double-aught buck or anything along that line just yet, but that slug will do some damage to somebody. Let's try it. All right, I think I got 8 in the chamber. Let's just, or 8 in the tube. Yep, 8 in the tube. Keep in mind, like I said, they make these in 7.5. If you only have a 12 gauge around and you're trying to get a use started, and 12 gauge is all you had, you can get this in the birdshot, and it's low recoil. It's a good way to start a youth. They don't necessarily really cycle too well in semi-automatics, but your pumps, your single shots, should be no problem. So let's test this pump out. All right, we got 9 total. Let's see what we got. Controllable, not a problem. Let's try aiming it and see what happens. All right, 9 total there. Pretty cool, I like it. So if you want one of these, they are going to sell out this year. You will have a hard time probably finding these this year. I would suggest you get on your waiting list, preferably KY Gun Co. But if you got another favorite shop, hey, support your local gun shop. All the support for the local guys is always needed. We have them on our website. You can always get on there and check us out. Pricing should be on there. Now, we'll tell you most of the time these are going to be out of stock. The last time we just got 50 of these in here a week ago, and they actually sold out in less than 24 hours. But there's a little feature on our web page that says notify me when back in stock. Throw your email address in there. As soon as we get the next batch in, you'll automatically get an email. Or better yet, the best way to actually go ahead and make sure you definitely get one of these, and Mossberg is producing these, they're cranking these out. We've seen several waves of them. Mossberg's not one of those companies that will only make a product for the first 30 days and then you don't see it for the next 60 to 90 days and you see it in limited numbers. These guys are actually, they're pumping out in some decent numbers. Just call us up, give us a deposit, we'll hold the next one for you. As always, we appreciate you guys viewing, like our videos, and appreciate your support.